Right, lads, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. A big one today. It's River Plate. Second leg, semi-final. Copa Libertadores. We are away from home. I was expecting us to just take a slender lead. Maybe a draw. However, the first leg went rather well. We won 3-0. 3-0 after 32 minutes. We've hit a little bit of a purple patch. So last episode, it was this one. Botafogo and Grêmio. Copa Libertadores. Home leg. We then went to the away leg and won 3-0. Absolutely amazing result. As you can see, our patch has been rather purple. We've been playing very, very well. Lots of greens. We had a little bit of a blip, losing 3-2, 2 free kicks after 10 minutes. They were bottom of the league, so we've had an absolute mare there. But we've responded pretty well. Goa 4-1, Palmeiras 3-0. I am putting this down. Look at all them clean sheets as well. I am putting this down to just a little bit of tactical tweaking. So we were sort of like swapping around with the shape a fair bit. Probably too much. I do like this shape. And all I've done is I've brought the roles and the formation and I've put it into what I've been doing with my Man United save. With the sort of like the 4-2-3-1, the 3-4-3. I've just put it into this bit here. We've got an attacking playmaker, not a Mazzala. Did not like the Mazzala. I don't think we need a Mazzala getting into these areas when we've got inside forwards doing it. The good thing as well is that it has been non-stop. Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesdays, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday. That's our first we've had. That's the first break we've had, week's break we've had in what? God knows how many months. For like 3 months. So the absolute key has been the squad. Getting them back from under 20 championships, Olympics. We have lost a couple of players on a couple of times. Brazilian World Cup qualifiers. They still seem to do the league for some reason. Maybe because not many, obviously, in the Brazil national squad are playing. But we do have like Militao we've lost. We've lost Tricao, he goes. Aracita goes. And Malcolm goes sometimes. So we've done rather well. We've also got Lincoln back, who, like the others, a little bit in and out, look. A little bit in and out. But if there's one thing I need to get sorted for the summer, it is that one. We need a world-class striker. To Lincoln's thing, though, he's already 3.5. I think we just keep him in. We keep going with Lincoln. 2 fullbacks. Mathazino has done really well. 10 assists from the young lad, 20 years old. Obviously, Tricao. Militao plays a game and then needs resting. So he's not played as many games as what I would have liked. We are looking very, 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 very good at the moment. I'm just going to tweak it slightly for today's game. We're just going to go on cautious for today's game. River Plate are the holders of the competition. They're also champions of... Oh, no, they're not. They've lost it. Oh, shit. Boca. It must be just the Copa Libertadores then. They are top now, though. They are top. That's to get their season runs like our season in England. So very different to us. But they have got some players, look. Lucas Roberto, have they signed him? Yeah, they've signed him from the champions. Absolute bargain. On my Man United save, he was at Liverpool and was at Liverpool for a good sort of like 4 or 5 years. Lamela, Palacios, very good for that level. Obviously Prato, look at him, 32. He's never been 32, and that'll be an older photo as well. So he would have been about 28 in that photo. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's see how we get on. I'm just gonna keep Rafinha in. Get the nod ahead of Dominguez in the middle of the pack. They're playing a very, very narrow, so hopefully a little bit of room for these guys. We've got 3 in there to hopefully match him up. Eric, Lamela and Prato up front with Quintero in behind. Okay. I expect you to come back as finalists. And bearing in mind, if we get through, next episode could be a Copa Libertadores final. 20 minutes gone. Absolutely nothing's happened. This is the first highlight now. Absolutely happy with this. We're in no rush at all. Do away goals count? Yeah. Away goals count, which they have none of. So if we can get one, that'd be lovely. That would really seal it. I can't see us conceding 4. Lucas Silva. Neres. Rafinha. That's why I've put him in today. Getting Rafinha makes it 1-0 Flamengo. We are absolutely fucking flying. I mean, I haven't showed you the league table. We're 7 points off Santos. Santos look like they're going to be our opponents in the Copa Libertadores final. They are leading after the first leg, I believe. We've got to play them at home as well. I don't think we're going to catch them. We need them to fall dramatically. I can't think who fell last year. Was it Santos last year? Who completely went off the boil? I can't think who it was. Absolute had a shocking run of results that led us to the title. Lamella's filed over. Let's just have a little concentrate. Who was it last year? There's the league table, by the way. So yeah, we're 7 off. Great bit of... And we would have been even closer, even if we'd just beaten that Vitória lot. We'd have beaten them, we'd have been well in. But we are in it. But we got 12 games to go, 7 points. I would take that, considering there's our dramatic rise up the leagues. Sao Paulo, wasn't it? Sao Paulo had that almighty sort of like drop. They're nowhere to be seen this year. Nowhere to be seen. Right, let's get back to it. Just kind of an important game, this. And we're just playing it out lovely at the moment. We'll keep at them though. It's like this could fall their way, this highlight. And Mella's in. Save. If there's anything we could counter there, obviously relying on their fullbacks to give them width. So it's one way we get the ball back. We can counter with our 2 wide men, Neres. Left Malcolm on the bench today, which was a bit of a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. The more you rotate your squad, you kind of forget whose turn it is to bloody play. Bruno Enrique as well. He's come in. He did pretty well. I think it was in the last game. No, just before last. Hat-trick against Goa. Just thought his pace instead of Aracita today would have been a little bit more cautious, a little bit more counter-attacking. Right, we have 45 minutes away from a Copa Libertadores final. The only thing is, in the summer, we are going to struggle. Militao, I'll be very surprised if we can get him back. Barbosa, we're probably not going to... I'm probably going to risk not having him next year. It would be a shame because it's Barbosa, innit? We'll see how... At the moment, we're okay in finances, but I'm not going to be buying him unless I can get him for like under 5 million. I'm not going to be spending my budget. I'd rather be really looking for a high-class striker. But we'll see. We do need players. We need squad players. And Malcolm as well. Very surprised if we can get him back for another loan. But our reputation is building. If we go on to sort of like your player search, people that are interested, is a lot better than what it was when I first took over. So we might be able to snap up some better players. As Neres goes through, Ario, Rafinha, 2-0. He's at another one from long range. Curled it in the bottom corner. We are going to the final. Goalkeeper we need to replace. We need a centre-half, and if we can't get Militao back, I'm hoping to get him back for another loan. I just don't like using loans, really. Especially on these sort of players. Important players. It's good filling up your squad with youngsters and loan players, but you don't want your key men like I've got Militao, Barbosa, Malcolm, all loanees, really. But we are making loads of money each season. Lots and lots of money. Each month. So hopefully we'll have a decent bit of transfer kitty. Just get 3 or 4 players in, that'd be the plan. And everyone else is at a decent age. Let's do some subs. Let's get Ronaldo on. Let's get the 2 midfielders off. They've done very well. Let's get Biandi on, who scored a couple of goals for us recently. Or Blandy. It's going to be it though, boys, isn't it? It's going to be it. 2 clean sheets. Bearing in mind at the start of the series, it was like the second episode, was it? We had this group game and they beat us 5-0. Was that at home? It might have even been at home and that as well. We got absolutely pummeled by them, so it shows how far we've come. There it is. 2-0, 5-0 on aggregate. Absolutely dominated. Oh, it is Santos. It is Santos. Okay. Games in Paraguay, 36,000. A bit smelly. Bit smelly. When is it? November. We've got a month, guys, so we'll come back for that. Got to do a final, haven't we? It's there, look. We've got them to play them in the league first. So we'll get through these games next week. Copa Libertadores final. And we're right at the end of the season there, nearly. We could be, if we have a really good run. We need to pick up 3 points there. All these games should be fine. Cordoba 11th, Bahia 4th, but we're at home. Santos is obviously the big one. Grêmio will be tough. But we're in such good form. Wednesday, Sunday. So we're going to have to do a little bit of rotation again. Got a nice game against CSA on the Wednesday before, so that means hopefully we'll get a decent amount of rotation in. Money-wise, we've got 42 in the bank. No terms in transfer budget, but that will obviously change. We're making like... So if you look at like the income from last month, 6 million. Expenditure, 5 million. We haven't made much there. What am I fucking talking about? Internet tax, external tax, ticket tax. What is going on? Right, before we go, player-wise, I was saying, the quality in players. Jackson Martinez is retiring. Did he go to China, did he? What a waste. What a waste. So obviously the quality, now they're all, bearing in mind they are all Brazilians. There's still not really many. There's a Chilean there, look. But we can nearly have a pick of, not the top ones, obviously. But, you know, a Richarlison, a Talisca. That could be a nice little one, couldn't it? That could be a nice little one. Big money. Probably not going to be able to afford that sort of fee. I would like to bring a Ramirez home. He's very good. Very good. David Luiz. So the quality is definitely... There was Willian on there at one point as well. So it's definitely improving the amount of quality we're sort of like open to signing for us anyway. All right, guys. That is it for today. Join us next week. Copa Libertadores final. If you've played FM in Brazil before and you know it pretty well, I need to get this question. I need to get this question right. So over the course of the season, they give us about 40 million in TV money, right? That's what the league give us. 42 million last season. It's up to 35 now. We get a little bit every month. But I'm a bit confused because we get... So that was from the league. That was nothing about individual TV deal. It said that's what you get for being in the league. We then got told we were getting this. But I'm starting to think it's just the same. So if anyone knows, if you play in Brazil, do you get your TV deal separate and your TV money from the league? Or is that just the same thing? If you know what the fuck I'm on about, let me know in the comments. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Copa Libertadores final. Like, subscribe. We'll see you later.